All right, so we got this comment right here. This one happened today on the actual video that I'm referencing, right? So let's read this. He says, Brandon says, I will never understand the fascination with how a character looks or doesn't look that a lot of people have. How about just make a good fucking game? I just beat the game, and it was awesome. This is like going to a restaurant and caring more about the smell of the food and not the actual taste. So, again, I want to clarify something in my response because I kind of responded to him really quickly, but I want to let you know something. Yes, I do understand that there are some good foods that stink. I do understand, right? There are some cheeses that stink, some tofu that's I get that. But that is like 1% out of 99% of like 100% of food, right? So I responded and I said, that's a terrible analogy. If food smells rotten, I wouldn't fucking taste it. That was so retarded. It's a Silent Hill game. The characters and how they look sell their past, their trauma, and their story. Angela looks like a teenage TikToker in Silent Hill 2 Remake. There is no denying that. Is the game good? Yes. More so if it wasn't a Silent Hill 2 remake, but unfortunately it is, and it's a toned-down version of Silent Hill 2. I've said this in many videos, including this one. Did you pay attention, or did you just instantly go to rage comment? So let's make something very clear. Again, I don't understand why people are so retarded. They can't understand the conversation at hand. They don't understand that two things can be true, right? You cannot like the design of the characters. You can say the characters were designed for the modern audience, but you can also call a game not woke if the story doesn't use those modern audience characters to push whatever ideology in it, right? So if Angela is running around with a rainbow flag and saying how much trans lives matter, and if you don't believe it, you're a bigot while you're in the other world, then that's different. But there's no denying that they chose to make Angela look a different way than what was in the concept art. The concept art has a totally different Angela. And then they're trying to say, well, Angela was made to look like her voice actress. I was like, oh, wait, so now we're trying to make characters look like the voice actresses? Because the last few games that I have seen, the characters were being made to not look like the voice actress. So now we're meant to believe that we need to follow what the voice actress looks like? Is that what we're doing now? Or is it I lose track. I lose track of the argument because it just tends to switch, right? Did you guys have that same energy for Star Wars Outlaws voice actress? Did you have the same energy for her? Or are you only saying that now because it fits the narrative you're trying to tell? Like, which one is it? Because I'm consistent with, hey, this character doesn't look like what was supposed to be the character. Something's off here. And you're not being consistent because you went from, oh, who cares about what the voice actress looks like, to, oh, now they were just trying to make it look like the voice actress, and that's important. What? So we got there now. Okay. All right. I'm just getting confused at this point. But anyway, let's look at another one. This one was from a clip. This was from a clip on Hypnotic Live. So if you're watching on Hypnotic Live right now, it was from this channel, which is why I responded from this channel. And it's a huge wall of text, but I'll read it to you. So he says, dude, you're a classic outrage grifter. The game is actually great. And unlike, this guy has a weird obsession with Geeks and Gamers, by the way. Shout out to Geeks and Gamers. You guys got a mega fan here. I would reach out to this guy and see if he wants to do some promotion for you or something, because this is definitely a mega fan here, but that's besides the point. Unlike, let's say, Geeks and Gamers, when pointed that out, Jeremy just acknowledged it and moved on. You and other grifters, on the other hand, already like 10,000 videos on the exact same shit over and over. Can you provide me every single video that equals to 10,000? Otherwise, you're lying, right? So, like, if we didn't put out 10,000 videos, that would make you a liar. Thus, that would make you a con man. Thus, that would make you a grifter, wouldn't it? Like, you're conning people into believing there's more out there about a certain subject that isn't actually out there. But I'm just saying. Anyway, even when people point out you are wrong, and the game is actually good and not woke. Now, keep in mind, boys, for anybody who has watched in this chat right now on my my Hypnotic live streams with Silent Hill 2 Remake, if any of you guys have watched it, or if you watch my videos on this channel, because it's on this channel too, which proves that this guy's a grifter because he doesn't actually watch the content. But let's just put it out there right here. If this is true, then why in all my videos do I say the game is not woke? That the game is just toned down, censored, right? Which is true. The game is toned down and censored, and it has some characters that were made for the modern audience. There's no doubt about it. But in all of my streams, I've said that the game is good. So I don't know why you're saying that I said it wasn't good. Okay. Because by you saying that you're wrong and the game is actually good, that would imply to me that I said the game wasn't good. So again, grifter, kind of exposed yourself a little bit. Game not woke. Again, people try to say that censorship equals woke. I don't believe that, right? Censorship is censorship. That's a totally different conversation. Can you censor for woke reasons? Sure. I'll give you, we can have that discussion. But I take it as two separate issues. Because you could censor a game and the game not be woke. It's happened many times. But in any case, that's a whole other conversation for a whole nother day. You're more than able to disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. We can have that conversation on another stream. But then it says, as for the modern audience, they were clearly talking about modernizing the game as a new engine and what modern audience expects of it. That's complete bullshit. That is complete bullshit. That is not true in the slightest. When they talk about a game for modern audiences, they are not just talking about the engine and what the modern audience expects of it. That's bullshit. You say such as over-the-shoulder camera, free movement, free aim, etc. That's not the only thing that people look for when it comes to modern games. You think that's the only thing that makes games modern? Over-the-shoulder they've been doing over-the-shoulder camera for fucking decades. What are you talking about? What are you talking about that makes it modern? That doesn't make it modern. Free movement, they've done free movement in the games for decades. There's nothing modern about that. It might be different for Silent Hill, but there are Silent Hill games that already had that. Why are you pretending like it's anything modern? I'm looking at you, Silent Hill Downpour. Why would you pretend like there's anything modern about that? But you know what? It is what it is. These people obviously never played Silent Hill games before. It just doesn't look like that. But that's besides the point. But if anybody's played Silent Hill Downpour, you would realize that they had over-the-shoulder camera. They had this. It's basic. This remake is essentially Silent Hill Downpour's gameplay. If you guys don't believe me, you want to look again. You're gonna call me the grifter, but I'm gonna show you. Just so you guys have a reference. This is Silent Hill Downpour. So if what Silent Hill 2 Remake was doing was for the modern audiences, then what the fuck is this? If over-the-shoulder camera, free movement, and free aim is what makes it for the modern audience, then what the fuck is this? So the person obviously is lying through their fucking teeth, and they're trying to pass off what they're saying as, oh, they're just talking about the engine. Shut the fuck up. Such a goddamn liar. You don't watch the videos. You clearly don't play Silent Hill games, because if you really thought that would make the game modern, then you must have never played Silent Hill Downpour. In any case, here we go. Where are we at? We got, however, if you are a politically charged drone, oh, that's interesting that he would say that, then this is somehow code word for some conspiracy. This is why they most likely deleted that post, because professional outrage grifters just kept writing with the outrage bullshit day in and day out, even though the game is just a straight up remake of the original game without any political nonsense. Oh, really? So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have been watching my streams on the game, is Silent Hill 2 Remake a quote-unquote straight-up remake of the original? Essentially a one-for-one remake of the original. For those of you who have either played it, or for those of you who have watched my stream, is it a one-to-one remake? It's not. It's not a one-to-one remake. That's absolutely retarded. It is not a one-to-one remake in the slightest.